It's the end of the week, but the start of Luke and Lewis.
Check it out. Let's go.
On 1019.
You ready?
The Fox.
Luke and Lewis on the Fox. Welcome to another show. I'm pumped. Are you pumped, Luke?
I'm very pumped. I got beef with Drake, Lewis. I didn't want to come out here just throwing fists that early.
Really? Did you have beef with him, like dinner, or are you angry with him? Because that's more of a rapper thing to have beef. Are you a rapper?
No.
No?
But I have beef
Did you have
with a
dinner
rapper.
with him? No?
No.
So it's more of
No
like
meat was shared with Drake.
more of an issue then. I think you can only call it beef if
Hang
you're
on.
also a rapper.
Let's start the show again. You say, hey
Okay.
guys, I'm pumped.
All right. Hey guys, Luke and Lewis on the Fox. Welcome to the show. I'm pumped. Luke, are you pumped?
Guys, I got a minor issue with Drake. That's nowhere near as exciting.
It's not as exciting, but it's much more accurate, and I think that it really preserves the
Yeah,
immaculate
but no one's
integrity of our
sticking around
show.
after a song to hear a minor issue about Drake.
Guys-
But if I said, hey, I got mad beef with Drake, everyone's like, whoa, I'm going to stick around for that mad
Hey,
beef.
well, let's test that theory. Guys, after this, we're going to be discussing a very minor issue with Drake, stick around for
we're going
that.
to pickle with him. We're going to pick a bone with Drake.
After this, it's Luke and Lewis on the
Not a
Fox.
beef bone, it's just a regular bone.
Amy Shark says hi, Luke.
Pass it on. I don't have beef with Amy Shark. We are a very pro Amy Shark show, Lewis.
No,
but
she shared our videos, so
Yeah.
I'm very pro Amy Shark.
But I have beef with Drake, another big player in the music biz.
And he's never shared any of our videos.
No, and that's why. That's my beef. No, you're right, it's not beef, it's a minor issue with Drake's new album. 25 tracks on his new album, Scorpion.
And that's what you're angry about.
Too many tracks. That's a double album.
Well, did you know that Drake's actually responded to your minor issue with a bit of beef of his own? This is what he had to say in response. Hey, thanks, Mike.
Sorry, guys, I pressed the wrong button.
It's all right. Hey, if you're new to the show, this ain't nothing new.
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
it's
you're new to
nothing new.
us, but this is classic us.
I've got
Are
it
you
now
ready?
if you want to do it again.
You know what you messing up the button made me? It made me. Yeah. Now, I'm really upset at you, mate, because you just messed up our
Hey.
show.
I didn't actually realize what you were planning there, and you know what? You just ruined like a 3 out of 10 joke. So really, you
And
kind of
that's-
saved us there.
No, because
Is that what you had planned? So you were like, oh, you know what? Drake responds to that, and then you
and then
get
it would
Drake
play
saying
upset.
I'm upset.
The joke, yeah, the joke there. We could try and redo the joke if you'd like to hear
I
it.
don't think we should have ever done it. So doing it twice is a
Yeah, I
lot
think that's
worse.
a good call. Hey, Mike, thanks very much. I'm actually not upset, but Drake is.
Now I've got beef with you, Mike, and Drake.
No. You
Man.
have an issue with me because you're not around.
Now I'm pretty
okay?
pro Drake because Drake doesn't make mistakes.
No, look, I agree with you, Luke. That 25 tracks. That's way too long for an
It's
album.
too long. I mean, I want to check out his album, but I don't have that kind of time on my hands. I've got time for 10 to 12 tracks, which is a regular album.
Well, that's what an album is, right? And Kanye's done the opposite thing with his most recent album is only 7 tracks. That's not an album. That's like an EP.
That's an EP. And I was just looking during the song because we were listening to Amy Shark, and I was like, oh, Amy Shark has an EP, Night Thinker. That's 6 tracks. And that's fair
tracks.
enough.
And she's
that's
gonna
only
re-
1 track short of Kanye's new album.
Yeah, and she's going to release an album that has about 12,
Yeah.
I think.
10
So-
to 12 is general album range, 5 to 7 is general EP range, and 18 plus double album.
But 25 tracks,
That's-
Drake, you know what that makes me?
Oh, no, I wasn't ready. Sorry.
Actually, you know when you button
The
pusher.
joke was never funny. But
I wasn't for the joke. I was just testing Mike's reflex skills. And you know what? Mike's reflex skills, they make me. You suck at your job, man. What are you doing?
You got to give me warning if you want to do more sound
man.
effects.
Okay, next I'm going to do a sound effect. I'll say, warning, Mike, I'm about to make a sound effect themed joke. Are you ready? And if you confirm, then we can do the joke, even though us doing that will ruin the joke. Just for you, man. Thanks. So,
look, I was going to bring up another issue I had with Drake, but now my main beef is with this whole show.
guys, let's go to another song. So we're talking about the Logies. Well, not exactly the event. More importantly, the gift bag that gets handed out to the nominees.
Yeah, the Logies are on tonight up at the Gold Coast this year. And I guess lots of people you might be thinking, Logies, done hearing about it, don't care. We
You know what?
agree.
The Gold Coast has had like a spectacular run of prestigious events. I mean, first you got the Commonwealth Games.
Yeah.
Amazing. Everyone
Yeah.
wants to go to that and watch it on TV. Then you got the Logies.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to go to that and watch it on TV.
Good on the Gold Coast. Yeah. Throwing a lot of shade over there.
I'm not. I love the Logies, and that's why I'm so bummed we're doing this show.
Yeah. And I think one of the part that's become, I guess, over-publicised, an over-publicised part of the Logies is obviously the Gold Logie nominees get a lot of press, but one thing that you often hear about is the gift bags that people get given as they enter the Logies.
Yeah, because for some reason all of the nominees just get gift bags, and this happens at other events, like the Oscars get a gift bag. But looking at the Oscars gift bag versus the Logies gift bag, it's so different. Like I think the Oscars last year or whenever they did it, the gift bag itself was worth about $130,000 in total.
Yeah, you probably get a
But
Porsche in
this-
the gift bag.
This one looks just like something you'd find at the Melbourne show. Actually,
Yeah.
not that good. Because they're giving it out for free instead of for $20.
We have a list of items that are on the Logies gift bag this year, and we want to start our own Logies award ceremony here called the Logies Gift Bag Logies, where we actually announce the winner for the worst item in the Logies gift bag.
And let me tell you guys, it is a tough competition because there is a lot of rubbish in this bag.
Before the show, we had to narrow it down to the top 6 nominations in this year's Logies gift bag Logies, and I've got to tell you, this is some stuff this is real landfill.
So what we have here, we've got 6 gifts. We've got a personalised luggage tag, some quirky bamboo socks, a pastel candle valued between $29 or $39. For some reason, they couldn't figure
Does
it out.
that mean some people are getting a cheaper pastel candle?
Maybe. There's also an eye pillow, some shea butter hand cream, but I think what really stands out, for some reason in the Logies gift bag, there's a frozen pizza. Why is there a frozen pizza?
I mean, I would hate receiving a non-frozen pizza in a Logies gift bag.
Well, do you have to carry the bag around or does it get put into a freezer? Because
I don't know.
otherwise you'll get the frozen
You're
pizza,
gonna have
but
a
by the
thawed-out
time you
pizza.
leave, you'll get like a soggy, uncooked pizza
Yeah.
in your bag folded up with like some shea butter hand cream.
Yeah, Carl
pushed into it.
Stefanovic's going to be walking around with a big soggy pizza. And no one wants to hear that. So I guess what we're going to do here, and in order to make this, I guess, fair to all the items that we've narrowed it down to, I think we need to narrow it down to a top 2 ourselves and then throw to an Instagram poll. And then after the break, we'll officially award the Logies gift bag Logies, of which is the worst item in the Logies gift bag this year. So I'm thinking we're definitely feeling frozen pizza as a contender.
Yeah, I think that's almost definitely
It's because it's the
worst.
only thing in the bag that could get soggy.
Yeah.
And you don't want to.
You don't want a soggy gift. So, but I think what we should eliminate is things that have potential uses. So, a candle, while it might not be everyone's cup of tea, I mean, you
See,
could,
I'd hate to receive that, but you could resale $29 to $39.
That's true.
So you got to think about that.
Well, I reckon that's the use. Either you sell it or you use it for the morning after in the bathroom after you've had a hectic Logies night.
Yeah, or if Grant Denyer does a bit of a, windy smell afterwards or something like that.
Yeah, so that's the use for that. Quirky bamboo
That was just
socks.
an example, by the way. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to imply that Grant Denyer is particularly windy.
We haven't whiffed him yet.
Next time we get a chance, we'll whiff Grant and then we'll get back to you.
Quirky bamboo socks, I think there's a use for them. You could wear them.
I think the eye pillow is a bad thing to receive. Isn't a pillow just an eye pillow? What is an eye pillow?
I don't know. I think it's for when you wake up and your eyes are puffy so you can make it less puffy. But doesn't that just happen when you have a shower? I reckon it's probably the frozen pizza and the eye pillow that are like the worst gifts. What do you think?
I would probably like to receive quirky bamboo socks. Wait, they're not literally made out of bamboo, are they?
Yeah.
Because that would be an uncomfortable sock.
You can make fabric out of bamboo.
Oh, cool. I was just thinking like raw bamboo, the panda stuff. Never mind. I was like, that would be a one quirky sock.
Well, I reckon it's the frozen pizza and the eye pillow.
So we'll narrow that down. In order to vote for the Logies gift bag Logies this year, just head over to the Luke and Lewis Instagram story. We'll chuck a vote up there now. It's between the frozen pizza and the eye pillow. I guess may the worst item win.
Yep. So this is the Logies gift bag.
First
Logies.
annual, by the way. We'll be doing this yearly now.
Yep. I think this might cancel out us from ever getting invited and receiving a gift bag, but we'll still run it every
mate, we're
year.
not missing out on much.
So check out the Luke and Lewis Instagram. We got the poll up. That's right, guys. We're talking about our tandem bike. We finally got one. We went on our maiden voyage a couple of days ago. Well, yesterday.
It was
even.
yesterday.
And I'm just so blown away by how much fun it was. I've forgotten time and space itself.
Yeah, it was very good. So if you haven't been listening to the show, haven't caught up, essentially what's happened is Fox FM have bought all the other shows, all the three main shows on the network. The
Are you
Breakfast
saying
Show.
that we're not a main show?
Well, no, that's what Fox FM have said.
Oh, okay. Which I completely
Yes.
disagree with. Just because we're on once a week on Sunday nights, minimum wage,
Yeah.
doesn't mean we're not an integral part of this network.
So they have bought all the big shows, Breakfast Show and the Drive shows, all a Fox branded Jeep. So they go around, they kind of promote things, vibe. It's all about the vibe. You got people that they're called Black Thunder pilots, the people who drive them around.
Which, can I
they're
just
at
say,
beaches, they're handing out paddle pops, they're bringing up the vibe, and it's good stuff.
a Jeep is not a helicopter, so you're not a pilot,
Yeah.
okay? At best, you're a driver.
You're at best an Uber.
Yeah, so they've been going around promoting all of these other networks, and we were just like, hey, where's our Jeep? So we immediately demanded a Jeep from our boss.
Yep.
He told us no, so we thought, all right, we'll buy a cheaper mode of transport. How about a tandem bike?
Yes, because there's two of us on the show. We couldn't buy a singular bike, then we'd have to ride separately, and we wouldn't want anyone to get lost. So
Exactly.
we bought a tandem bike, and we've got that. We had it in the studio last week. It's called the Silver Fox. We decked it out with glow sticks, which I realized we prematurely cracked those glow sticks.
Yeah, we cracked the glow sticks last week while we were putting them on.
So
and
they
they were
wouldn't-
just cheap ones from Coles, so that by the time we actually had to ride the thing, it was just like plastic.
Yeah, it was a bit sad. So they weren't glowing on the day because
No.
we prematurely cracked them. But we had cardboard kind of like and stickers just to let people know that
Permanent
we
marker.
were coming.
I mean, it's not really like a professional decal job from an auto shop, but
No.
it's pretty good.
Yeah, it was like kind of like the budget. It's like, like the cars in Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't anything like that.
No neons, no burnouts.
No.
We tried a couple of burnouts. I don't think we could get up to the speed that we
Yeah.
needed to do a burnout. But our boss gave us a budget of $100 to buy the tandem bike. Turns out, after weeks of searching, our video guy, Tripod Todd, had a tandem bike in his garage.
Yeah.
So not only did we waste about 4 weeks looking for a tandem bike, we also kind of even out by saving $100. And we're still going to invoice our boss. plus
Yeah, and all
GST.
that time searching for a company bike, I just realized was on company money. So,
So, hey, we're coming out on top, aren't we?
well, yeah, half and no. I mean, yes, we have a tandem bike. Yeah, I mean, if we invoice them for the money. But the main thing we wanted to get at the end of this was we were getting judged, even once we got the tandem bike, by all the Black Thunder pilots and all the other staff here going, yeah, cool, you've got your tandem bike, still not as good as our Jeeps. So
I think they were just talking bad about us because they were threatened,
Yeah.
personally, really. I mean, they were just jealous. They were like, oh no, this is so much
you're like,
cooler
oh,
than
look at
Jeep.
these environmentally conscious boys on their pedal machine.
It's like, oh man, they've got 2 seats. We've got 5. That's
Yeah.
way too many seats.
Exactly.
So what we did was we challenged the Jeep drivers to a PR off. Who could give away the most cans of Coke on the street? We went on opposite sides of the street.
Yeah.
The Jeep had 48 cans of Coke. We had 48. And we said, hey, whoever can give away the most cans of Coke becomes the champion vehicle.
There was 2 people in the Jeep giving away cans of Coke, and there was 2 of us.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we were just trying to see if our tandem bike would attract more people to give away the cans of Coke, see if our branding was just as good. And I guess we'll find out how it went after the break, Lewis.
Look, the only clue I'll give is it definitely attracted a lot more stares and ridicule. But we're in the middle of our tandem bike saga, and we went out earlier yesterday for half an hour. We set a challenge with the Black Thunder Jeeps. Who could give away the most cans of Coke in half an hour?
Yes, it was the Luke and Lewis tandem bike versus the Jeep. Who could attract more attention, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And the challenge was set, and I guess this is how it went. It was a cool winter's day as we rode our brand new tandem bike out onto the busy street.
And then we finally came face to face with our arch nemesis, the Fox FM Black Thunder Jeep pilots. Well.
Break!
If it isn't the Fifi Favorite Byron Jeep.
What, you guys didn't pedal here?
How many seats you got in there? 5? losers.
So we're down here in South Melbourne with the Fox Black Thunder pilots. Big Fish and Hutcho are their code names.
Yeah,
Welcome.
They've got official code names, so I feel like we need code names. So we'll be Longboy and Kmart model.
But yeah, so are you guys giving out Coke cans to the public here?
This is our domain. You've stepped into our environment. So
Yeah, but
Well,
I feel-
how does it feel? We're going to destroy your environment just like your Jeep destroys the environment of the world.
how do you're not even going to be able to hold the Coke cans. But you struggle enough to ride this with two hands.
We're taking on the Brekkie show at the moment.
I reckon we're going to come out on top. We're number one Sunday night show, 6 to 8
Between
PM.
6 to 8. Just
I think we're
between
also
6 to
the
8.
only
Very
show.
specific.
Yeah, Ash London kills us afterwards.
After we decided upon the rules of engagement, we strapped on our children's bike helmets and tried to ride the tandem bike across the road. To a mixed response from the general public.
Does not look safe.
What'd she say?
It doesn't look safe.
Doesn't look safe. Yeah, she's got a point. I thought she was laughing at your big stupid Jeep. We were stationed on opposite sides of the road and ready to go. All right, producer James is about to start the competition. We are on the other side of the road, opposite the Black Thunder pilots. We are the Silver Fox cyclists.
All
Let's see
we
who's
say-
creating better vibes.
Starting the comp in 3, 2, 1.
The challenge had only just begun and already Lewis was trying to cheat.
Hey, who wants a carton of Coke? 24 cans. I'll give you the whole box in one go. Hey, man, do you want another can of Coke? Yeah, there you go, man.
How many
as
can you
want.
carry?
Yeah, okay. 3 is fine.
3 is fine.
All right. The Jeep pilots gave him 1, we gave him 2. That's value for money. Luke, would you like a can of Coke?
Yeah, I'll take that.
There you go,
Would
man.
you like one?
Yeah, awesome. All right, that's 2 more.
No, but
Cool.
we've still got them.
Oh, no.
And all of a sudden, a tram full of thirsty passengers pulled up right next to us. Oh, tram. A tram's just pulled up.
3 cans of Coke for tram passengers only. Sorry, tram passengers only. We're giving 3 cans of Coke. The challenge was only halfway through, but already a bitter rivalry had formed between us and the Black Thunder Jeep pilots. Anyone else want a free can of Coke?
Whatever you do, though, I know you're about to cross the road. Do not take one from
Don't
them.
take any from those guys.
I think they're giving away Diet Pepsi, so do not want that.
Take ours. No. We're official. They're chumps. They're fake.
Hey, we told you not to take cans!
All taking cans.
Ridiculous.
We were going strong early, averaging a 6 ccpm.
What's CC?
Coke cans per minute.
Oh, of course, everyone knows that. Anyway, the Black Thunder pilots were starting to get cocky.
And rightly so, they were absolutely smashing us.
We're in a competition with the guys across the road, but they're absolutely no match. Nothing. Hey, boys. How you going?
Yeah, pretty good. We're cutting down.
We're about 1.5, so hurry up.
Meanwhile, a thirsty old man crossed the road for a can of Coke and kindly gave me a flower in return. Free Coke.
2.
2.
Yeah, there they are. Have a flower.
And a flower in return. I wasn't sure what he wanted me to do with the flower until he said this.
Shove it up your ass.
Oh, he was a thirsty old man, wasn't he? Things weren't looking good, but luckily, an easily influenced man with an empty trolley rolled up on the street next to us.
We unloaded literally half a carton of Coke in his trolley.
You got a lot of room in your basket for some Coke. There you go, man. Just load it up.
Would you like us to just load it up?
Why not?
Unfortunately, our second-hand tandem bike covered in cardboard, used glow sticks and stickers was turning potential customers away.
I don't think it was the tandem bike. I think it was because it was leaned up against a bin. Probably a bit of both, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't let the boys know, but we've got 5 left.
Oh gosh. Are these the last 5 cans in your hands?
This is it. From 48. We got 4 left.
So what's your strategy to get rid of them? Just be the friendly, handsome guys you are.
Absolutely. That's all we do on a day-to-day basis.
5 minutes later, it was all over. The Black Thunder Jeep pilots gave out their final can, and we still had an entire carton to go. Well done, mate. You've won.
Thank you very much.
The Jeep won.
Thank you very much.
Even though we cheated, we put a whole carton in some guy's basket, you still beat us.
Yeah. Oh, I sent Hutcho home right after it started because I knew we wouldn't need him.
Did the other guy leave?
Yeah, he's gone.
So we got beaten by one person.
Got
Yeah,
beaten
it was
by a
fine.
big fish.
That's right, man. We got to go anyway. So
Do you want to leave?
No, we
No.
got a lift. We're good.
Do you want a Coke though?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, great. We have heaps left.
Race you back to the station. Guys, we're back in the studio. We've still got our tandem bike and heaps of Coke. So if you want a Coke, hit us up.
Yes.
Because we got smashed.
I think we were wrong. We were talking a big game last week saying that our tandem bike would create a better vibe and would attract more customers than a Fox branded Jeep. Apparently, people like big, shiny, expensive things of
Yeah.
value,
Well,
which is disappointing.
well, you know what this means, Luke? Now that we've done this month-long experiment, I think we have grounds for the station to purchase us a Jeep. So I think we should just convert and we get our own Jeep.
Yeah, so
And
we
we
just
can use
invoice
this.
them for the tandem bike. Go.
And then
Sorry,
about
it didn't work.
$55,000,
Yeah,
another
okay.
invoice for a new Jeep.
Mm.
And we can put glow sticks on it.
What
That'd be cool.
about we invoice them for like how much you say then? 55,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, we invoice them for 45,980, and we sell the tandem bike for $20 because I think that's all it's worth. Actually, it's Todd's. He's shaking his head. He's saying no.
Guys, if anyone wants to buy a tandem bike,
Tandem bike for
13,1060,
sale.
we'll sell it to you, $20.
I mean, we don't want it anymore, do we? It was
No.
a failure.
Yeah, no, we
I
don't.
hate that bike.
We're talking about public transport sins because, Luke, you saw a video that blew up online.
Yeah, a story's come out of the US of a man on a train calling the police on another man on the train
For assaulting a passenger or
eating a burrito. So
just eating a
there
burrito?
was a guy sitting down having a bite to eat.
Was
Now
he like
they've-
aggressively eating a burrito?
No, he wasn't throwing the burrito at other people. He wasn't being violent with the burrito. He wasn't being any type of vulgar behavior towards the burrito, just having a munch.
Yeah.
And the police were called at him by a gentleman who didn't like the fact that he was disobeying the no food and drink sign. Clearly, you would think, judging by other news I've read, that the American police force would have bigger things on their plate right now.
Yeah.
But clearly, burrito-related train crimes are on the top of their priority list.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it got me thinking of public transport sins. I actually had one that I did want to call the police on. I thought, well, if we're blowing the horn on people doing that level of stuff, then I want to have my 2 cents. I witnessed a man a few months ago cutting his toenails next to me on the train, and one of the toenails landed on my foot.
Wait, hang on. You've told me this story before, and first off, horrendously gross that
Yes.
he's cutting his toenails. But I think I just realised that for him to do that, he would have had to take off his shoes and his socks.
Nah, he's sneaky. It was summer. He was wearing thongs.
No, he's wearing thongs.
So he just had nail clippers in the pocket, chucked one foot up on the seat opposite, and started clipping away
Wait, were you sitting opposite to him?
diagonally.
So he
I moved.
So that's
Mate, it
gross.
landed on my foot, and I got up and left. And I made sure he watched me kick it off. I flicked it off my foot. I tried to flick the toenail back at him, but like in a subtle way of like, yeah, take your toenail, mate.
You just subtly flicked it back.
Yeah,
at him.
but I didn't call the cops. I didn't.
You
think
should have
could.
freaked out, man. I mean, the guy who called the cops about the burrito eater
Oh.
was way
Oh, wait,
angrier.
We actually have audio of the guy calling the cops.
Yes, please. Can you get a policeman on board here? We got somebody dining in the first car. He's dining, eating on the train.
I mean, you should have followed. You should be like him.
Like, excuse me, we got a guy nail clipping on the seat, clipping on the train.
Yeah, I mean, the cops would have shown up with a SWAT team for that, but a burrito, not so much. But it got us thinking, guys, what's the worst thing that you've seen on public transport? What are your public transport sins? Give us a call on 131060. Can you top a burrito, or can you even get close to toenails?
I mean, there was something that came up in the planning meeting before the show, the Hail Mary of public transport sins. If you've got a train poo story, we'd love to hear it.
Yes, we're talking about public transport sins. We asked you guys what's the worst thing you ever saw on public transport. And look, we've got a few calls lined up here. We don't know what people are going to say, but I'm strapping in for some shockers.
Yes, this is in light of a recent story that's come out of the US where a man called a police on another guy eating a burrito on a train. Not a big sin, but clearly enough for the police to be called. I've had a toenail clipping incident. Not me. A stranger next to me was clipping their
I've
toenails.
been thinking about that toenail clipping thing.
Yeah.
I've seen like a few people vomit on the train, and
Yeah.
I still think that toenail clipping is way worse.
Yeah, because vomiting not always deliberate. You deliberately make that choice in the morning of going, I've got my nail clippers,
In the
my Mikey.
morning?
Yeah,
That's
my
rude.
Mikey. Yeah, it was on the way to his job.
I mean, at least people are spewing on Friday night. You don't expect anything there, but
No.
toenail clippings on Monday morning.
Yeah, nah, not on. Nick, what's the worst public? Oh, sorry, what's your public transport sin?
So I was on the bus at Chadstone Shopping Centre once.
Yep.
At the back of the bus, very full, and this lady decided that it would be a good idea and a good time to take her shoes and socks off, lay them on the seat right next to her, which was also happened to be the seat next to me, and start moisturising her feet.
Oh, moisturising.
No, that's no good. Did she just buy the moisturiser from Chatty? Was she trying to try it out?
I can imagine she would have been.
Right. I mean, surely you could do it when you get home.
The worst part about that is if she felt the need to moisturise on the bus, imagine the dryness of those feet. I
Maybe
mean,
it's just a
she
day.
couldn't
It's
even
good for
wait
her.
till she got
It
home.
was an emergency moisten. Thanks for calling, Nick. Eli, welcome to the show.
That is a sin.
How you doing, boys?
What's your transport sin?
Oh, mate, I wish my guy was eating a burrito. Jesus Christ.
Right, what do you got?
So I'm heading down to the city on the morning train, and this guy comes on, wearing trackies, looks like he's got no business going to the city this early.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, whatever, sits down. And then, out of no reason, it's like something just hit him. He lifts up his shirt and starts digging the lint out of his belly button.
Oh, no.
And he didn't just, flick it out. Like, he started digging in there like it was a mission.
Yeah. And then
And
did
then-
he eat it?
Oh, man, no, he just flicked it on the floor. But, the best memory I have about this is the lady sitting next to me and her shock of disgust. Her look of disgust. She couldn't believe this was happening right now. It's like, what am I seeing right now?
Right, and did he
was
find
just
anything good in there?
foul.
Was it just cotton?
Oh, man, I didn't inspect it too much, man. I changed seats after that. Jesus
Next
Christ.
time you got to get up close,
And
man. Magnifying glass
man,
at Eli.
this is a bit of a big boy as well. So,
Yeah.
he had some room to dig around.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling, Eli.
He's mining down there.
And Jesse, welcome to the show. What's the worst thing you've seen on public transport?
I was going to work in the city. I got on the train at Baronia on a Wednesday morning, and this guy was on the train, a little worse for wear, and a couple of stops in, he gets up and mumbles something, walks in between the carriages and starts taking a leak.
Oh, what? At least it was in between the carriages. But there'd be, you're going so fast, there'd be a lot of splashback,
Like
wouldn't there?
that he did that out of respect for the other commuters.
Yeah, I mean, you should. I mean, of all the places to wee on the train, I mean, if you can't find a
But
toilet,
now
that's the place.
In between the trains, they're not really connected like it used to be. Like they're connected by rubber, so you can't really
I mean, that guy would
wee
be
off the
devastated.
train. You're still weeing in the middle section of the train.
That guy would be devastated. Maybe they should connect train carriages with toilets now, just for him. Well, thanks for calling, Jesse. Appreciate it, man.
I mean, we got one away from the Hail Mary there, which is obviously a train poo.
We got a number one, didn't get a number two.
But hey, I mean, actually, I just realised the Hail Mary is definitely a number 3.
That's right, guys. We're playing the age game, formerly known as the name game, which turned out to be too easy because we guessed 2 in a row, where we are going to guess the age of one of our callers by asking them 3 questions, none of them being, how old are you?
Yes, and obviously for the one caller we've got up, Kelly, welcome to the show. Please do not say your age.
Okay, I will not.
Great, otherwise that would ruin the game.
Can I just say, Kelly, you're a little bit awkward about that. I mean, surely it's pretty easy to just not say your name at the start of a convo. I don't think I've ever done that.
Yeah, just hi, I'm whatever your age is.
Yeah, I'm really nervous then.
I thought you were just going to say it. Well done. I see you've been practicing.
Now, Kelly, we're going to ask you 3 questions to determine what age you are. I'm feeling pretty confident. Lewis, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty average about this.
This isn't my first question. This is just in conversation, okay? Because I ruined this last
Is this
week.
why you're feeling confident because you're about to cheat,
No.
Luke?
Kelly, how confident are you that we'll guess your age?
I'll allow it.
Not very.
Do you think she has a tricky age? Well, you're playing with the masters.
We could be speaking to the world's youngest or oldest person. I mean, there's no way we'd get that.
That's right, could be.
Well, I think she sounds over 0.
She can speak, so I think
Lewis,
she's at least 5.
You go first.
All right. Kelly, have you ever started a YouTube channel?
Yes.
Okay. Right. Now, see, with that, there was always the weird kid in high school who started a YouTube channel. I was that weird kid.
You were trying to weed out, if it was a younger person or not, then weren't you?
Yeah, I was trying.
I'm just trying to trick you. Yeah, I'm just trying to make you think.
No, well, you've got to be honest.
You have to be honest.
So, have you started a YouTube channel before?
I have, yeah.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
But did I start it for myself or did I start it for someone else?
Could be a mum starting a YouTube channel. I see.
Kelly, what's your preferred Disney film out of Toy Story or Frozen?
Oh, Frozen.
Oh, so the newer one.
I
what.
think I
think
detect a
Kelly's a
mum.
mum.
I
Yep.
detect a mum. Mum detected. Mum alert. All right. She
Real,
started
real.
started a YouTube.
Get the RAV4. We have a mum on the line.
Do I have Kitty and Sorrow in my voice, do I?
Right.
Just fair and...
Okay.
Who wants to go? We've got one more question.
Well, I've got one. Do you have one?
I have one. My one's more of a math-related question. It's more like about the number of our age, not necessarily about... I feel like we haven't weaseled down enough about our actual personality yet. So do you want to...
I've got a personality-driven one.
All right,
Oh, God.
and then if it's if you're wrong, then we blame you. Great, you serve.
Okay. Kelly,
Yes.
do you or have you ever heard of a number 3?
Yes, but I thought it was number 3, 2 and week.
Well, yeah, that's what it... Oh, okay. Well, that's what...
Like, as in, you
I
can
said-
both, but it's not at the same time. Not a... Yeah.
Okay, you're welcome, Luke. Did that help you at all?
I was going to ask, don't answer it, but I was going to ask, is the number of... is your age divisible by 7? That probably would have narrowed it down a little bit more.
That's probably a better question.
No,
to
he
ask.
just knows that Kelly knows too much about diarrheas.
All right, it's time to guess. Well, Luke, I blew the last question. Do you want to guess the number?
What are you feeling? I'm feeling...
I think...
Here's the thing. We're in an awkward part where I don't want to offend anyone because, look, we've already called Kelly a mum. If she isn't a... did Kelly confirm that she was a mum?
No, but
Okay.
she mentioned a young person and she likes Frozen, and I
Okay.
think it could be, she's been forced to like Frozen because she could have
Now,
watched it a million times.
I'm going to lowball here out
Yeah.
of risk of... I'm feeling...
No, don't be nice. Don't be nice. Be honest.
Okay, 82.
No.
Oh, no.
Close.
No. 40... I'm thinking
Yeah.
47.
All right, let's lock it in. 47. Are you 47?
Do I have to answer that, or are you both going to guess?
Yeah, that's...
Go for it.
Oh, that's for both of you. Oh, well, you have offended me now.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. How
How
old
old
are
are
you,
you?
Kelly?
No, okay. You're sort of in the ballpark. 40.
40.
40. We're not really in the ballpark,
No.
Kelly. Are you a mum, though?
Yeah, 3 kids.
A young mum.
Oh, young mum. See? Well, our mum detectors...
Of course you're a young mum because you've made your kids a YouTube channel. You love Frozen. Sorry, the signs were all along. We just misread that.
Yeah, good on you, Luke. I was going to say 35, Kelly,
Yeah,
just
and a
judging by your
47-year-old
personality.
would know nothing about.
I'm going home to cry now.
Sorry, Kelly.
Sorry about that, Kelly. Thanks for calling, though. I think that has less to do with you and more to do with my terrible third question. So that was the age game. We're going to be playing it shortly, and hopefully we'll get it soon. So we've got a very important issue to discuss here, and court is now in session. We're talking about welcome to the Uber Appeals Court.
Yes.
Guys.
Producer James outside has brought in an issue today with his dad. Producer James, you're out there. Your dad was a bit disgruntled with a recent Uber trip that he had.
Yeah, last night he called an all-hands meeting for the entire family because he's just lost his 5-star rating after about 6 months.
Man,
And-
6 months for a 5-star rating is pretty good.
Was his main, was his main gripe that he thought he had a 5-star performance out there?
Yeah, like after every Uber ride, he'll run in and he'll be like, "What's your Uber rating?" And I'm like, "Hi, Dad, I'm a 4.77."
And he'll be like, son, you're a disappointment to me.
Yeah.
Forever and always get that up to a 5.
Yeah, so he's trying to work out like what caused the loss of the 5.
Yeah, well, I actually had a similar one. My girlfriend Emily prides herself on a flawless Uber rating until 2 weeks ago. We were up in Sydney and it got bumped down to a 4.92. And
I mean, that's amazing.
I mean, it's
That's
still above mine.
really good.
But she had it for about 6 to 12 months, 5 stars, and she blames my friend Joseph and I for for stirring up a guy called Keith. He was a very nice man. I personally thought it was a very pleasant trip. And
What state was this in?
Sydney.
Yeah, geez, you'd only get an Uber driver called Keith in Sydney.
Yeah. He had cargo pants on,
course.
A to B. He was just, he got our bags.
Yeah.
We were quite pleasant to him back. There was a little bit of banter thrown around. We mentioned the fact that we were comedians and
Yep.
he was into comedy himself. And he's like, "Oh, do you guys know Carl Barron?" And I was like, "No." "Oh, I know of him, but don't know him personally." And
Yep.
I thought that's 5-star material. I mean, really, the standard's quite low for Uber.
Well,
Would you say it's not hard to get a 5-star rating? You just got to be silent.
I would
go,
say
no to water.
I would
I'm fine
say
mints.
for me, very hard to get 5 stars. I'm sitting at a 4.5 right now.
Yeah, but you're incredibly unlikable.
Fair point. Fair
Yeah.
point. I'd say that's deserved.
I
but
would say, like, Pete, you're misunderstood.
you know what? Here's what we're talking about, guys. I would say that my 4.5 rating is deserved, and I don't want to issue an appeal in this courtroom. But your girlfriend Emily, she might want to appeal it, and we thought we'd throw it out to you guys. If you have a rating in Uber, if you think you got a bad rating, and you'd like to appeal it, give us a call on 131060, and we'll judge whether or not that low rating was deserved.
Do you think you were hardly done by in a recent Uber trip? Do you think you deserve that 5 stars? Did you get a 1? Tell us. We'll talk about it. We'll assess it, and then do we contact Uber after this?
I'm pretty sure that after the phone segment, we'll probably just leave it there.
Yep.
So
regardless,
more of a sentimental appeal.
If you want to know that you are in the right and not in the wrong, 131060 to be part of the Uber Appeals Court, give us a call.
Welcome to the Court of Uber Appeals. Court is now in session. Mike, a little bit early with the gavel. Let's try that again. Court is now in session. Thank you very much,
Hate
mate.
it when a judge gets a bit of a premature gaveling. It's like, mate, the court is not in session. Oh, now it is. Great.
Yeah, come on, mate. All right. So what we're talking about, guys, is we're trying to talk to people who have bad Uber ratings but feel like those ratings are undeserved.
Yes, recently producer James's dad was hit with he thought was a harsh Uber rating. My girlfriend Emily had a previously flawless 5-star Uber rating, was recently bumped down to a 4.92. She blames me. I dispute it. That's why we need a court room. Jasmine, welcome to the Uber Appeal. What are we calling this?
The Uber Appeals Court.
That
Thanks
one?
for paying attention, mate, to the show that you're on. Welcome to court. Court is now in session.
Hi, boys.
Hello. How are you going? Why do you think you've been given a low rating?
Oh, okay. So I've had a 5-star.
Sorry, Jasmine. Mark's getting a bit too gavel happy over there. Can we all agree? Can we have the gavel court in session, please? Sorry, we'll just quickly go. Please gavel again. You are hereby dismissed from gaveling. That is all.
Okay, sorry, Jasmine. Go ahead.
All right, Jasmine, sorry about that. Court is now back in session.
Jasmine, what's your... Sorry. What's your Uber complaint?
Alrighty. So I swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth.
Good.
Thank you.
I have.
Can you put your hand on your iPhone and do that?
Oh, I've already done that.
Great.
Brilliant.
Okay.
One day we'll get you to tell your story, Jasmine. Might not be today, but we'll probably get there at some point.
Go tell it. Go.
Okay, I've had a 5-star rating since Uber came out, and I have always used it, always had a great star, even if it meant bribing them or begging them, please give me 5 stars. Anyway, about a month ago, I jump in the car with a few rowdy friends, and of course, I'm the one who ordered the Uber.
Yeah.
Because I'm nice like that.
That's good.
And unfortunately, I wasn't sitting in the front seat, so I couldn't control the conversation with the Uber driver.
Oh, so
My
your technique is good convo.
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
100%. That's the way to do it.
And were your friends delivering bad chat?
Bad banter.
How bad was the banter? As in not even asking how the weather was, how's your night been, stuff like that?
Was there any
No.
discussions of gavels or?
No gabbles in the conversation.
See, if there was, that'd be great chat.
Yeah, it was just rowdy chat. You know what I mean? And yeah,
And you think you were given a low rating?
I was up in the back seat, and he gave me a 3 out of 5 stars. And to many people, that's pretty
That's
good.
brutal.
But that is
That's
horrible.
brutal. That's
Not for
basically
you,
a 1.
Jasmine.
Not for you, Jasmine. Well, you know what? You're in the Uber Appeals Court. I'm going to approve this appeal. I think those stars should be transferred to your friend.
100%. Oh, I think so.
Yeah, you didn't even think of that, did you? No, in the Uber Appeals Court, we actually transfer blame to other people in the car.
Yeah, so those stars are not literally transferred, but you can just pretend that they are. So it won't actually appeal your rating, but you can just pretend that it is.
You can walk a little bit higher.
I love that.
All right,
That's what I
brilliant.
need in my life.
Jasmine, thank you so much for getting through that story. We're very sorry for the gaveling at the start. Hayden, very quickly, because we've run out of time.
Welcome to the show. Court is now in session.
Thanks, guys.
No worries, mate. Why do you think you've been given a bad rating?
Well, I was out in the city. A good time when we went down a few extra hours a normal thing, and on the trip home, started to feel too good.
Yep.
Thought I'd ask the guy politely, excuse me, do you mind if you pull over? I've got to, do what you got to do.
Yeah.
And after that, I went from having a 5-star rating to a 4.29.
So hang on, Hayden. You spewed in the guy's car, and you
Not
want
in
to.
the guy's car. I got out of his. I asked him to pull over. Got out of his car.
Oh, how polite of you.
Walked over to a nearby tree.
Hayden, I'm gonna stop you there.
What rating did you get from the tree?
I don't know.
Probably not very high, Hayden.
I'm going to, as I am the judge of this Uber appeals court today, I'm going to decline your appeal. Well deserved. Probably should have been given a 1.
As if you're still getting picked up at 4.29.
I know, that's even lower than me, and I've got an awful rating.
That's bad.
Sorry, Hayden, but you're welcome, Jasmine. That was the Uber appeals court. Court is now out of session.
Lewis, tonight is the Logies. It's
Yes.
a big night for entertainment, which means it's a big night for our show. Because yes, while the actual Logies are happening currently on the Gold Coast, we have invented our own Logies, which is of course the first annual coveted Logies gift bag Logies.
Which is obviously, from the moment we invented it, people care way more, which admittedly not too hard.
No.
So but there it is, we've done it.
People may not know that all the celebrities who attend the Logies actually get given a gift bag when they walk into the event, full of a little assortment of items, usually sponsored things, right? And usually and traditionally, these items are a bit of a waste of space. Really
Landfill,
just
rubbish,
landfill, rubbish,
useless.
trash. Don't want them. So we are actually going to do the first ceremony tonight, and we've been casting votes throughout the whole show, Lewis.
Yes, so you guys listening have actually voted on the Luke and Lewis Instagram story of what is the worst gift that given out at the Logies.
And I'm very pleased to announce that the votes have officially ended, just like the Logies votes, which ended in the last 20 minutes. We have taken into account all the things. And by the way, I'm going to be the official ceremony announcer here. I believe you've got an acceptance speech plan for both items.
For both items.
So
well, actually, I'm so confident about the frozen pizza winning the vote that I've only just written 1 for the frozen pizza.
Okay.
So I hope that's all right. I mean, I'm pretty confident that that's the worst gift.
Yeah, so we've narrowed down the 6 items in the Logies gift bag to 2. We've run an Instagram poll on that. And I guess let's start the official ceremonies too. And people are probably wanting to know who's going to win the gold.
Well, it's obviously going to be frozen pizza.
So, Mike, could we bring up the official Logies kind of ceremony music? Just because I've got a short speech to make before we start. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the first annual Luke and Lewis gift bag Logies.
Yeah, gift bag.
Thank you. For too long, we have been celebrating the success and hard work of those in the entertainment industry. Today, we celebrate the complimentary sponsored items that are given to these successful and hard-working people.
Woo! Complimentary items!
Our nominations include a personalised luggage tag, quirky bamboo socks,
No one wants me.
a pastel candle valued between $29 and $39,
It'd probably get broken on the way home.
a frozen pizza,
God, yuck.
eye pillow,
I'm running out of things to say.
and shea buttercream.
That's all I got. Woo, items.
Ladies and gentlemen, over 300 votes have been cast since the beginning of the show, and with the help of the Luke and Lewis listenership, I'm very excited to announce that the winner of the worst item for the 2018 first annual Logies gift bag Logies is the tonic eye pillow.
Oh, what?
A clear winner.
I'm so shocked. I thought it was going to be the frozen pizza.
A clear winner. It comes in at 64% of people voted for the eye pillow as opposed to 36% the frozen pillow.
Can we get a recount?
Oh, sorry, frozen pizza, not frozen pillow. That would be the worst. Imagine if they froze the pillow.
And it was edible. I've only written, Luke, I only wrote 1 acceptance speech. I
asked you during the song, I said, you're like, hey, yeah, don't worry, I've got 2 acceptance speeches planned.
Yeah, well, I didn't think I'd need to. So it's fine. What I'll do is I'm just going to change the word pizza for the word eye pillow, and we'll just go up, all right?
Right.
So here's my acceptance speech. Guys, I would like to thank the Gold Coast nightlife culture for inspiring the idea for the frozen eye mask. I just replaced pizza with
a pillow.
Eye pillow. Sorry. If anything could come close to how soggy this frozen eye pillow is, it'd be the Gold Coast during schoolies. That would have been a lot funnier if it was a pizza-related joke, but it's because I didn't write 2, we have to deal with this. I'd also like my friend Tony for cooking the eye mask. Again, eye pillow. He's got a generally abrasive personality. He's a real bad mate, and he makes an even worse eye pillow.
Yeah.
That would have been a lot funnier if it was about the pizza, but it wasn't. But that's all right. The important thing is congratulations to the iPillow.
And that's a wrap here for the, maybe I was going to say first annual, perhaps only Logies gift bag Logies. Perhaps we'll come back next year with more professionalism and 2 acceptance speeches.
Luke and Lewis on the Fox.